Hello everyone and welcome to Yoshi 1 Kenobi's Fortifying Draught deck. Now this is what I call brewing, mostly because of the Draught. Well, let's move on to the card and the list. So it's a 1 mana instant that gains you 2 life, and then a creature you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you've gained this turn. How are we going to combo with this? Well, we're going to synergize with this by playing 1 mana, gain a bunch of life cards, like Light of Hope and Life Goes On, which allows us to gain a bunch of life, making Fortifying Draught a 1 mana super pump spell for our creatures. So we have all this life. What do we do with it? Well, one of the best payoff for gaining a ton of life cheaply is Speaker of the Heavens, which allows us to start making 4/4 angels as soon as turn 2. If we have the Dream Hand Speaker of the Heavens followed by Life Goes On, Light of Hope, as displayed in my Speaker of the Heavens turbo deck from way back. Another good payoff card is Righteous Valkyrie, where again, if you have 27 life or more, all your creatures you control get +2/+2. So we have 3 payoffs: Fortifying Draught, Speaker of the Heavens, and Righteous Valkyrie for gaining a bunch of life very early on. In order to make Righteous Valkyrie powerful when it enters play, we need a bunch of cheap creatures. Speaker of the Heavens cheap, Selfless Savior, Alseid of Life's Bounty, all cheap creatures. Clarion Spirit, well, since we're playing mostly 1-drops, it's going to help us make an army of 1/1 flying creatures that we can then pump with our Fortifying Draught to deal lethal damage and just sneak in the last couple of bits of damage because we're so wide. We'll be playing Mavinda, Student's Advocate, because it allows us to reuse Fortifying Draught, reuse Snakeskin's Veil, reuse Light of Hope to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature unless we have obscene amounts of mana, in which case we might as well have lost the game by that point. Also, another thing to notice is that our cheap 1-drops allow us to protect our Speaker of the Heavens and our Righteous Valkyrie. So there are creatures that allow us to pump with the Fortifying Draught. They get boosted by the Righteous Valkyrie, and they can protect our Speaker of the Heavens and Righteous Valkyrie. Furthermore, you can also sacrifice them, which allows you to use the Life Goes On to gain 8 life instead of the 4. Snakeskin Veil acts as extra protection for our creatures, mostly Speaker Heavens and the Righteous Valkyrie, and Mavinda allows us to flash those back in at instant speed. So we have a very synergistic, very all-in-ish list. And honestly, I've been a little bit impressed by their performance. I kind of expected the list to fizzle heavily, but it does some really cool stuff in some games that will follow right after now. We are playing Fortifying Draught on MTG Arena Standard against Superman. Or Superman G. I think it's Superman. Double Fortifying Draught Mavinda. With a Light of Hope. That's just super fun. If we can draw E-Planes and resolve Mavinda, then on turn 4 we can go Light of Hope, Fortifying Draught, Fortifying Draught, Fortifying Draught. Then swing for lethal in the air. Of course, we do need to draw planes and Mavinda to survive, which are 2 fairly difficult things. Also need the opponent to tap out and not kill us, which I guess is another problem. Alright, well, here's the planes. We got a Selfless Savior. It's going to help with the Mavinda survival plan. Opponent plays a mountain. Opponent plays a phoenix. Swinging. You'll take the damage. Why, it's about as close as it gets. Mavinda. Student's Advocate. Pass the turn back. Swing and cleave. Come on, swing in and cleave. I want to block, forcing the Embercleave. Block the Robber. Embercleave. Come on, Embercleave. I am cheering for Embercleave right now. Rimrock Knight. Alright. I'll save Mavinda. Mavinda is indestructible. Rimrock Knight, Selfless Savior. Come on, Rimrock Knight. Tap out, opponent. Fireblade Charger. And now this is just fantastic. We go, Light of Hope. Gain 4 life. Fortifying Draught. Gain 2 life. Give Mavinda +6/+6. Fortifying, actually, activate. Targeting Fortifying Draught. Fortifying Draught. Gain 2 life. +8/+8. 16/17 Mavinda. Fortifying Draught. Gain 2 life. +10/+10. 26/27 Mavinda. And that's how you kill mono red. With a 26/27 Mavinda on turn 4. We are playing Fortifying Draught on MTG Arena Standard against Argsparg. Seems decent, so we'll keep. As we'll get a turn 1 Alseid of Life's Bounty. Turn 2 Light of Hope Snakeskin's Veil, and turn 3 Righteous Valkyrie to boost our Alseid of Life Bounty. Okay, hopefully we'll draw something, some other kind of creatures to play in between, so that Righteous Valkyrie is going to be a super booster. When a creature boosts all your other creatures, is that considered a booster pack? Alright, attack with the Alseid. Opponent doesn't take the bait. Let's bump it. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. 2 to you, 2 from me. Sweet deal. Limited time only while supplies last. Will you attempt to Bone Crush Alseid? We will respond with a Snakeskin's Veil. Killing your Bone Crusher Giant, growing our Alseid of Life's Bounty, making you regret that decision. Alright, well, Righteous Valkyrie seems to be the play here, as we'll ping you for 3, gain 3. Opponent down to 12. Professor of Symbology is going to help you learn from your mistakes. First mistake was to play against us. As another Alseid of Life's Bounty, this time on the opponent's side of the battlefield, enters the fray, and we draw Life Goes On. Which is quite interesting. Cassie Speaker. Life Goes On, gain 4 life. Which would trigger the Righteous Valkyrie. Might as well. Gain 4 life, boost the team, gain 5 life, take you down to 3. And that's the way a real life gain deck is supposed to play. None of these gain tons of life over tons of time. No, no, no. Just go straight for the face. Opponent attacks for 8. As long as we keep the Valkyrie boosted, we have lethal. Actually, you can just give protection from white to a Speaker of the Heavens. And attack for 3 next turn. No need to block. Actually, this is... No, let's just do the safe route. Pro white. And kill you. And that's how you do it. With Fortifying Draught team deck, because we didn't actually play the card. But we got some cool shenanigans with Righteous Valkyrie and instant speed life gain. We're playing Fortifying Draught on MTG Arena Standard against Mog. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Opponent goes first though. That's the downside, but we'll keep it anyways. Can't always go first. Can't always not play mono red. Playing a Selfless Savior. My 1-1 matches your 1-1. Goblin Warrior, dog. Goblin Warrior, dog. Equipped with a torch, equipped with a very happy ears. Puppy ears. No, I'd like to keep my Selfless Savior. You may hit my face for 1. It's like a tickle, right? And Rock Knight. Alright, Valkyrie. Well, I have to go Speaker of the Heavens. I'll pass the turn back. Alright, show me what you've got, opponent. Let's block Rimrock Knight with the Savior. If the opponent attempts to Bone Crush a Speaker of the Heaven, we'll use our Fortifying Draught. Or the opponent will just keep on charging. After all, that's what Mono Red does best. Well, nowadays it's mostly hall monitors, so that maybe there's been too much charging in the past, and the Dean had to do something about it. Alright, Righteous Valkyrie number 1. As we'll pass the turn back, leaving our Speaker of the Heavens opened for target practice, which Red loves to do. They love to, well, blow up targets, especially when targets are life things. Ooh, 4 brand, that hurts. We will take it. Forest, Righteous Valkyrie, gain some life, hit you with boat. Opponent falls for the trap. Fortifying Draught is going to make our Speaker a 7/7, and we're back to 20 again. If only life was like that. You drink a Fortifying Draught and suddenly you're back to 20. I don't think we're going to get much more value out of our Speaker of the Heavens. So let's block Rimrock Knight. Bad decision. Bad decision. Sometimes you also make poor life choices. Mine was blocking a Rimrock Knight when the opponent had Embercleave mana. Down 11. We draw a Light of Hope. Play Temple. But we need the 3rd Righteous Valkyrie. Mavinda. Mavinda's real nice. I'll go Selfless Savior. No, I can hold everything at bay. The opponent doesn't have a good attack. The opponent has a pretty good attack. We'll take each from the Rimrock Knight. Yeah, I can't sack both Valkyries for this. Out of range of Bone Crusher Giant, which is good. Now we go Mavinda. Still have the Fortifying Draught in our graveyard. We'll pass the turn back. We have Light of Hope, Fortifying Draught, which should be enough to block the Rimrock Knight. Get rid of Righteous Valkyrie. Blocked first strike damage. Activate Light of Hope. Fortunately, this doesn't destroy artifacts. Would be pretty nice. Gain for life. Still activating Mavinda, bringing a Fortifying Draught. You get a kill Mavinda, but we will gain our life and make our Valkyrie so big that even your Embercleave Rimrock Knight cannot kill it. And you're stuck with Fireblade Chargers now. are unfortunately still pretty big. Life goes on. Hit you for 4. That was a turn back. You hit me back for 5. I'll take it. Not sure why. Nothing's legendary, my friend. Let's do a little dance. Opponent is so sure of their victory. As we pass back to our turn again. Fortifying Draught. So you could Life Goes On Fortifying Draught. Do we use it defensively or offensively? That's the question. Offensively, we hit for 6. Gain 6 life. Which means we'd be hitting for 10, which would make our next attack lethal. So I think I've just answered my question. 10 in the air. Can you match that? Can you match my unboosted Righteous Valkyrie? In my constant stream of gaining life. Thrashed on her. Not good enough. And our 2/4 flyers get the job done, because we've gained enough life to out-sustain mono red. We are playing Fortifying Draught on MTG Arena Standard against Retain You. Right and you. Opponent goes first. Opponent's on red. Get a Temple of Plenty. Selfless Savior is exactly what we were looking for. Someone plays a Robber. Swings at us with the Robber of the Rich. Oh, no! That steals the Selfless Savior! Ah. Alright then. We'll go Speaker of the Heavens. Go back Fortifying Draught as their defensive measure. I'd really prefer if the opponent didn't target Speaker of the Heavens with anything. That seems unlikely. Opponent finds a Snakeskin's Veil. That's troublesome. Thankfully only activatable during our opponent's turn itself. Opponent casts a Puppy. And a Rimrock Knight. I think I want to start making angels. Life goes on. Gain 4. Light of Hope. Gain 4. Light of Hope. Gain 4. Make an angel. And pass the turn back. Actually, I should have attacked. In case the opponent didn't block with a Selfless Savior. Oh no, I didn't really want to sacrifice Fortifying Draught for it. Opponent attacks with 2 creatures. Threat of Embercleave is real. So maybe I'll let it go. Cleave anyways. Gotta believe in that cleave. That's a lot of damage. We're down to 18. Turn passes back to us. Alcide of Life's Bounty. Let's open up with the Temple. Another copy of Speaker of the Heavens. Not exactly what we're looking for right now. Let's ship it back. Could go for the Valkyrie, but then we'll let all our shields down. If we attack with the Speaker, cast Fortifying Draught. not in that great a shape. Let's forward the Angel. I think we'll want to use our Fortifying Draught to defend next turn. 4 in the air. Pass the turn back. Opponent goes Torbrand. Opponent swings. I'll give Pro Red to Speaker of the Heavens. And I'll give him enough power to take down that Rimrock Knight. Torbrand or no Torbrand, protection from red. I'll protect the Speaker of the Heavens at the cost of my life total. Some cost to my life total. Snakeskin's Veil is pretty good. But I don't think it's good enough in the face of Torbrand and Evercleave. So even though we got the super early Angels, it just wasn't enough. We needed to wait for the Fortifying Draught and sneak in and attack with a flyer and just super pump that flyer. Or equips Torbrand. Torbrand will hit for 10. Snakeskin's Veils. So the opponent can Snakeskin's Veil in response to my Snakeskin's Veil. Opponent Snakeskin's Veil, yeah. So that'll deal enough damage to kill the Valkyrie. But I can protect the Speaker of the Heavens and gain a bit more life by doing this. Opponent makes it indestructible. Down to 5. Fortifying Draught helps out. That's not enough. And cast it. Who's the Speaker in our last ditch effort. Taking our opponent down to 4. We're down to 11. Actually, Torbrand's not good enough. Torbrand only hits for 10. But the opponent has something. Well, with a hand of 5 cards, that was very likely to happen. Let's get a close game, but Torbrand with Embercleave is just too much. Sometimes. Sometimes. We are playing Fortifying Draught on MTG Arena Standard against Hel'Kuzad. Alright, opponent's playing a Yori on deck. Opponent mulligans will keep, as we have Clarion Spirit into double Righteous Valkyries. Pretty solid start. Speaker of the Heavens adds to the solidity of our start. Let's try that to the bottom as we really need our third land. Opponent plays the Temple of Malady. Draw another life goes on, which is interesting. So we will go Speaker of the Heavens, holding back Snakeskin's Veil. The opponent goes for a ramp spell like a Cultivate, then we'll go double life goes on. Which will allow us to put a 4/4 Angel on the battlefield. Scrying. Oh, another Speaker of the Heavens. That is beautiful. Gain some life. Hit you for 1. Make you 4/4 flyer. And now we have a clock. Is it fast enough though? It's always the question, as we'll get Shadow's verdict. Or bound by the old gods. So the opponent doesn't have a board wipe. Not sure if Speaker of the Heavens is fast enough. Righteous Valkyrie sure turns on the pressure. Also, it's odd. I think that's what it'll go for. Hit you for 6. Might not even be fast enough. Between Cultivate and Binding the Old Gods, our opponent's ramping so much. Cram Session. Introduction to Annihilation, Maze Mind Down. Lots of good stuff from our opponent. Opponent draws a card. Alright, so we can go Righteous Valkyrie, hit for 8 plus 6, which is not lethal. Or we can try to hold up the Snakeskin's Veil. I think we go Speaker. Hold up the Snakeskin's Veil. Take your opponent down to 7. Opponent's creatures now have Death Touch, which is meaningless. So our opponent plays the introduction to Annihilation. That'll be too much of a mana investment, and we'll be able to Snakeskin's Veil our way to victory. Binding the Old Gods should end up in the same way. And the opponent resigns in the face of our 32 lives and our Lifegain Synergies. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. It won't cost you any mana, and it greatly helps to support this channel and keep the awesome videos coming. Until next time, may the fun be with you.